Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Let me just go full screen mode so we are both watching this video pretty much exactly the same. So today I'm playing BedWars on Hypixel's prototype server once again. And oh my goodness, I used to coin myself absolutely the most MLG pro at Money Wars. I have not played it in forever. This was actually my first game back and I got this recording spot on. So I managed to make this absolutely undefeatable tactic up. And you're probably like, hey, you're obbying up your bed. You know, you got emeralds quick, you're obbying up your bed, covering it with wool, you know, to make it look like you don't have anything on there, just to confuse people. And that's not new. No, that is not anywhere near the amazing level of what I've thought of. So basically, step one is you have to quickly get emeralds. But the good thing is you only need 2. So I wouldn't recommend using your forge at home, you know, and upgrading that. Try and get to mid real quick, get the emeralds, and get back. So now what I've done is I've pillared up and made a platform all along the top of my building. And you're probably like, that's a little odd, and now I'm water bucking up. What am I going to do there? Well, I'm making this entire platform over because I remember this tactic from the Feast back in Hunger Games, which is a long time ago. But anyway, so I make an infinite source, and then I break all these blocks, so I have an aquarium base. Pretty much indestructible to, you know, fireballs, TNT, anything of that source can't break it, you know, and it's going to be impossible to break the source of the water as well because there's so much water. And I find this guy, and he decides, you know what, I'll put some TNT on that egg right there, and it explodes right on top of the bed. Nothing happens because it's all covered in water. That's what's great. So, yeah, it's like this massive aquarium. I didn't think of this at first, but when I saw that guy, I was like, I should probably block this up, you know, and that way I can still knock people off pretty easily. And so yeah, I managed to make this entire globe of water. And I'm like, okay, so I got water all over it. I should probably give myself haste 1 for offense. You know, that's pretty good. But water and obby is not enough. When they get on there, when they get on my platform, they're also going to have miner's fatigue and blindness. I know I'm absolutely cruel. I'm so cruel. This is absolutely awful. Like, you cannot beat this. You would have to try. You would have to, like, if you find a guy who has got this trap going on, there's 2 ways to defeat it. Like, I really don't want you guys to be doing this tactic. This was just for video purposes, and I thought it would be hilarious. But I have a feeling that after this, people might do this tactic, actually. But, 2 ways you can defeat someone who's trolling you by doing this. Either buy a bunch of obby and block him in his base, or obby yourself into his egg. Those are your 2 options. There's really not much else you can do because you can have one teammate keep killing him while you're trying to break in there, but he's going to target you. And your teammate will eventually die because that guy's just going to keep respawning. So, you know, those are your 2 best bets. You know, obbying yourself into the egg or obbying him into his base, and that way he's stuck for a while. You know, I guess the other thing you could do is go invisible, but I think that that's less reasonable. So right here, I saw that everyone started copying me towards the end of the game. It was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I see this guy, and I'm like, oh, you got one little tiny water source up top. Oh, how sad for you. So I start towering over, and I'm just like worried that he's gonna fireball me. Cause like at first I was concerned because of I've been playing a lot of Skywars lately, which hopefully you've seen my montages. I put a lot of work into those, and they're really great. But anyway, enough self-plugging. I was nervous, like, oh, he'll have snowballs, he'll have a bow and arrow, but like, you know, this isn't Skywars, so I was like, oh, I'm good. And then I look up at it, and I'm like, oh wait, for 40 iron, for the low price of 40 iron, you could have yourself a fireball. And I was like, oh no. But I managed to make my way all the way over, and he starts pillaring up, and then he comes out with a bow. And I'm like, oh, how great. And just for the sake of it, I tested if you could, you know, actually fireball, but you can't. So I jumped down, MLG, obviously, because that's what I gotta do. And this is where things get a little interesting, because, like, at first I couldn't see, so I thought that, you know, that was wool. but it's endstone, and I don't have any pickaxe, which I don't know how that happens, because like you spawn with a wooden pickaxe that you can't get rid of. So I use my shears real quickly and try and get in, and I managed to get my way in there, and I start blocking him out of his base because I'm trying to, you know, steal some stuff, and then manage to buy myself a pickaxe. So right here I just grab myself an affordable little pickaxe, which is the most expensive diamond pickaxe, obviously, which is what I was going for. So I start breaking my way in, and I'm like, where's the bed? I couldn't find the bed for the longest time, and I'm like, what is this? I can't find the bed. And then he comes around to come and poke me on this side, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Back off. So I just keep blocking him out, and I feel kind of bad. But yeah, really you should just eliminate the guy first, which is what I should have done, but oh well. So I managed to just keep breaking in, because I'm like, I'm gonna find it eventually. I just need to get to the mid. I kill him first, and then I jump in here, and there's the lovely little bed itself. So I managed to find it, break it, awesome. And I blocked myself in, hoping that he would break in, thinking I'm low, you know. But he didn't end up doing that, so oh well. Because like if he broke in, then he would have been trapped in there with me, the water pushing him into me. And he just starts, you know, doing his own thing in the shop. So I crit him to death. And right now it's just me and one other guy. Both of us have our beds. So I'm a little not worried, because I'm like, look at my bed. Look at that. It's beautiful. You can't stop that. It's got obby and everything. It's got miner's fatigue around it. Like, holy cow. That is like so hard to beat. So I feel kind of bad for everyone who's in this game. And there's like so many diamonds around that because nobody's been active, everyone's been camping. I don't know why. But I'm looking around for green because I see green blocks on the floor, and I'm like, so green's got to be around here somewhere close, you know? So I snagged some emeralds because why not? But this is where I sight green. And it's kind of funny because, like, I'm headed, you know, kind of back towards where I was starting from, and I see green, and I'm like, did somebody copy me again? There's just another base with water all over the bed. And it's like, I've never seen people put water on their bed, to be honest. And so I start towering towards him, as a logical person would do. And I'm like, you know what, I could tower down safely. Or, boom, MLG, let's go. So yeah, MLG real quick. I tower over to this building over here where the diamonds are, because I figured, you know, he's got a bridge back to his island. I will utilize that. And I didn't even know he was on his island. Obviously, I have to MLG again. But I didn't even know he was on his island. I didn't know where this kid was. So I break my way in. I see the little bed sticking out after I break this endstone, obviously, which water's a little annoying for. But I break the bed, and I manage to get my way out. And I don't see a name still. I just see the villagers. And I'm like, what? Where are you? And then I round the corner, and there he is. Cute little guy with a wooden sword. He sees me and decides to go into villager. And I'm like, what is that logic? So I'm like, you know what? Let's let him go out with fashion. I'll kill him with something very valuable. So, kill him with an emerald. Man, GG. Prime game. But yeah, if you guys are new to BedWars and just want to be able to win every game, there's a tactic for you. Oh my gosh, but please, seriously, don't do that. I just did this for fun. And I won't be doing it again unless you guys want to see a live commentary with it. But yeah, hopefully you did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure to smack that like button down below, and I'll make sure to make more like this in the future. But yeah, leave a comment if you want me to make more strat ideas like this that are kind of trolly, because I do have a lot on the mind. Or if you have an idea that you think is better, go ahead and leave it down below. But anyway, guys, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you later.